we protect the Earth. And that means everyone and everything on it.
Yeah, baby!
We are the men in black. The men and women in black.
When you first got involved with this project, I'm curious what it was that you really kind of clicked with, and then just from there, what it was, how you kind of went about just making both M and H your own characters.
I am such a fan of the original movies. I love the world that they take place in, which is the real world. That it's science fiction, but it's set inside of a world that we know and understand. This idea that the world is maybe not exactly what it seems, I love that. And to play this woman who had an experience as a young child that has made her ever curious about the universe and feeling like there's some secret that she's been let in on, and that changes her trajectory in her life. And my least favorite thing is an incurious person. So I loved getting to play someone like M who is ever curious. And just me, Tessa, I was so excited to get to work with Chris again because I love him.
And straight back at you.
Took me 20 years to find you. How many people can say that? I found you.
I also love the original films. It felt like a whole lot of fun, you know, like when I first read the script and who was involved, and Tessa and Gary and so on. I thought, oh, this is just going to be, this is the reason I love this job, you know, and I've done things over the years that I've thought I've justified. Oh, this is good for this and this reason, but ultimately didn't have a great time. And the older I get, this just needs to be an enjoyable process, you know. And it felt unique to the original films as far as the sort of aesthetically where we shot all over the world, and very different characters to what was there before, but still staying true. And I think hitting all the boxes that people loved and appreciated from the originals. Yeah, we had a blast.
This one was I've done voiceover, but this is the first time I've done like facial capture. That makes a big difference. It makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
You know, when you're just doing voiceover, you kind of have to put everything in the voice, but with this, you can be a lot more natural. You don't have to up it or anything. You can just sort of, how you see the character, you can just do it and they capture it. And I haven't seen the movie, but I saw some of the animation. And he moves his face like I move my face, so it's pretty great.
When you were in the booth, were you able to kind of just add
Well,
those
I was
lines,
on
or-
set with them.
Oh, you were on set. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I was on set with them. So there was some booth work, but mostly I was
Yeah.
on set, and we would all improvise a lot. We would just try stuff, and then when you're there with them, you know, you're able to, because then they can react to what you're doing.
Sure, yeah.
So hopefully that, you know, hopefully that helps the dynamic.
Are you a queen?
Indeed, she is.
I pledge loyalty eternal to you.
No, I'm not interested.
Too late. I already pledged the loyalty. I wish you'd said no before. You know, I'll always try and have input in what I'm doing. I you know, even if the script is really, really good, sometimes you're like, well, this is a very funny line, but I know it's not funny coming from me. So I always try and change it or make it sort of fit me if they'll let me do it.
Sure.
And so this one was great because Gary, the director, really was very encouraging of improv.
So is it kind of changing the way that you look at different projects?
Yeah, well, you know, so after The Big Sick, which was such a personal movie, there was like a lot of pressure. Like, what do I do next? How do you pick something after something like that my wife and I wrote, that, you know, was really our story? So, and then I sort of decided, you know what, I'm gonna do something completely different. Just so that I'm gonna do something that they cannot compare to The Big Sick. So Men in Black. Do we have a plan?
You know, sometimes you have to trust your gut.
I'm curious if there is anyone that you've worked with that you might secretly think could be an alien.
Taika Waititi?
Yeah, Taika's definitely an alien.
Yeah.
I would say Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah?
Because she's just like, you're like, are you a robot? She's like so gifted and always good. You're just like, what? You're not real.
Chris Hemsworth is definitely not human. They made him too good.
Yeah?
The aliens like nailed it too much. No human could be like that.
For what it's worth, Kumail said you.
JD.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of true, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm jealous. Why didn't he say me?
I said you as well.
I don't want to be human.
I said you. You're an alien.
Cool.
There you go. Nice. Cool.
You all just look right here.
Just try. It's gonna be fun. We'll have fun with it.
Are you suggesting that we try the most powerful weapon in the galaxy for fun?
Do it.
Press the button. Turn it up a few.